Hello YouTube, and today I'm showing you how to change this ball valve like this in your loft that is feeding either your hot water cylinder or your heating. This is exactly the same process, whether it's the big tank in the loft or the small tank in the loft. We're going to be changing this valve that is actually sticking on this system. So here's all the parts that you need. So this is a part 2 ball valve and float. I've then also got myself a flat bladed screwdriver, quite a big one. I've got a small flat bladed screwdriver, a large set of adjustable grips and an adjustable spanner. So these are all the things you need, and including a knife. So first of all, I'm going to isolate the water. If you don't have an isolator local to the ball valve itself like this, then you will need to turn your mains off. There's a video up here on where to find my stopcock, and you'll need to isolate that before continuing. You can then check that it's isolated by pushing down on the ball valve, making sure no water comes into the tank. Then I'm going to grab my adjustable spanner and just going to loosen off this nut here. There will be a tiny bit of water here, so do be careful. You might need a rag or a bit of tissue, and as you can see, I've just let that drip down. So with that removed, we can then remove the old ball valve. So that's this big plastic white nut, needs to be lefty loosey and unscrewed. This can be quite tight, and if really old it will be very tight, and you may even need to grind it off. So lefty loosey, I'm just holding the ball valve from the inside and just spinning this white nut anti-clockwise. With that loose enough, I can then remove the retaining nut, but I'm keeping the black plastic lean-to. You might not have this, this is not essential, but with the newer tanks it does come with this plastic stay that when the ball valve lifts up, it just makes it sit flat and doesn't put too much pressure on the tank itself. It just spreads the weight evenly. So I'm just unscrewing this nut here like so, removing that, but we're going to keep that and put it back on. Just going to push the ball valve through and lift it out the top of the tank, and it should look something like this. So as you can see, the white pin is stuck all the way in, so it wasn't letting any flow of water into the tank itself, and that is why we will be changing it today. So next I'm going to grab myself my knife, and I'm just going to pop off the old fibre washer from inside. So I'm gently just prising it off. As you can see here, just slowly popping it off. Try not to rip it because we don't want any bits stuck inside. So with that popped off like so, I'm going to put that to one side. We don't need that anymore. And then going to remove any PTFE tape or anything disrupting the surface of this valve. Make sure it's nice and clean and nice and tidy. So as you can see, I'm going to be changing it for this rubber Hep 2O washer. And here's the packet with all the codes if you need it. I'll also leave a link down below for all the parts you need to get this job done. So I'm just going to place that on very gently and slide it down the fitting itself so it sits nice and flat all the way around. This is quite an important step, as you want to make sure this washer is nice and flat and it's not twisted at all, because it will leak if it's twisted. So as you can see, I'm just working it around, make sure it's nice and flat. Just double check that it's definitely flat. Next, we're going to grab our new ball valve. You're going to screw your ball valve onto this part at the end, and then you're going to loosen the nut and spin the ball 180 degrees so it faces out like the same one you removed. So place that in line, then retighten this nut back up here. Don't go too mad because you will snap it off. just tight enough that it doesn't move. Then you're going to remove one of these plastic nuts and you're going to spin this arm so it starts to go a little bit tight and put it to the side like this. So then tighten down one of the nuts so it's tight against the valve and take one of them off. You're then going to get your float and put it inside the tank, trying to make sure that that white arm is facing the top. If you find this a bit tight, you might need to loosen the pressure inside the tank by releasing some of the water out of the taps. So you might need to open a hot tap and drain about 20 litres of water. So I'm just pushing this through, getting my plastic stay. You might not have this, like I said, it's not essential, but consider it's here. I'm going to use it again. Then I'm going to screw on my back nut. Then I'm going to make sure the ball valve is the correct way up, so the arm was facing the top. And I'm going to screw that down like so. So once you're happy with how it is located inside the tank, you can then give this nut a good tighten. Double check that it is facing the right way and it's the way you want it facing. With me being happy with everything the way it's facing, I can then line up the washer and the fitting with the thread and slowly tighten this clockwise, making sure I'm not cross-threading it. And once you're happy with that, do that finger tight all the way down and then give it a nip up with your adjustable spanner. Don't go too tight because you will squeeze and perish the washer. Just go so it feels a bit tight. You can always go a bit tighter if it starts to drip. With that tight, I'm just going to dry all the fitting, make sure there's no drips of water because you don't want to get confused from a new leak from an old bit of water. And then you're going to turn the water on slowly. And then I like to lift the ball valve to stop the water and check for any leaks. Once you're happy with that, you can then release the ball valve and open it full bore. And once again, I'm just lifting the ball valve to make sure I'm happy and there's no leaks. And there you go, just checking for leaks. And that is how you change a ball valve in a loft tank. I hope this video has helped. If it has, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more plumbing videos on the channel. And I will see you around soon for another plumbing video on how to do plumbing. So as you can see, it's all nice and full and no leaks. I've been Wallace Plumbing. I hope this video has helped. I'll see you around soon. Take care, like and subscribe.